That's what I've noticed in my sessions is you'll get what you need, and it could be anything. And it's never, ever, ever what I expect or what you might expect. And there's no typical way that it goes. So that's what keeps it exciting for me. Hi, I'm Marni. I'm a QHHT practitioner in San Miguel de Allende, Mexico. And if you've found this video or I sent it to you, it's just a little overview of what you can expect in a session with me. It's a very easy, simple, relaxing, restorative process. Everyone can access this state. Everyone should access this state. You know, you go through this hypnotic state twice a day, every day, as you're just falling asleep, and as you wake up, you're going through that theta state, which is that deeply relaxed state where you're getting visuals and images right before you start to dream, or your dreams are still kind of jangling around in your head as you wake up. But then, as you know, you often forget it a little while later, and that's the state that we access in this hypnosis. Quantum Healing Hypnosis Technique is what QHHT stands for. And it was developed by Dolores Cannon, who started this in the 60s and 70s when no one was talking about past life regression or hypnosis or higher self or subconscious. You know, she was a real pioneer, and obviously that was her purpose on earth because she wrote book after book after book on her sessions. She developed this technique which works perfectly every time with every person. And I got interested in it because I heard about her and saw a few videos on YouTube. And, you know, she passed away in 2014, but she left this incredible legacy. And so when I heard her speak, I thought, oh my God, this woman is speaking the truth. Like, this feels true to me. This is what I've been thinking and feeling, and she has just put it into words, you know. And so I searched around for a practitioner, and I found one in Mexico City. There weren't any in San Miguel at that time yet. And I went to have my session, and I was skeptical. I thought it was a lark, you know, I'll just try it, you know. And wow, I mean, there was energy surging through my body. I was crying. I was twitching on the table. I had this energy channel cleared out down the center of my body. I had bright lights of colors, like blue lights coming from my hands. I had yellow molten light going through pains and aches that I had in my shoulders and my knees. There was this incredible, like a hand reached in and pulled out this metallic spidery web of metal from my body. And I don't know if it was, you know, taking something away that was opening me up, or if it was toxins, or if it was lifting the veil, you know, between worlds, or if it was from vaccines, like COVID vaccine or something that was put into my body that needed to be removed to be healthy. And I don't know what it was, but it was so crazy and cool. So in a session with me, you'll come to my house. I have a nice room set up with a day bed. We sit at a table for the first portion, which is like an interview. And you tell me, the practitioner, your life story, just from A to B. And it gives you a lot of insight. It gives me a lot of insight as to what patterns you may have in your life, ups and downs, repeated behaviors. And a lot of times the client will also realize and say, oh, gee, you know, I never saw that before until I just said it now, that they repeat this pattern, or their illness happened because of a certain event. So you can get a lot of healing just by telling your story and having someone just listen to you without talking back, without a two-way conversation. It's just you telling it all. And to get it out is a healing process. So that's another cool thing that I love about my sessions and hearing people's stories. Of course, everything confidential. It's very sacred to me. This is a small town in San Miguel and everybody knows everybody, but I would never talk to someone about what happened in a session because that's between you and me. So just to put that out there. But then the hypnosis section, I just guide you into this super relaxed state. I kind of tell you a story and it relaxes you and helps you visualize things in your mind. And then we go to whatever you're going to see, whatever you're going to be shown. It's what you need on that day, what you need for your own healing, for your own path, to answer your questions. It's never more than you can handle. And then the recording of the session is given to you by your practitioner afterwards. And a major part of it is listening to that recording multiple times after your session. It doesn't have to be right away, but when you're ready, because each time you go back into that state or hear yourself speak those words, you are continuing the healing each time you listen to it. And it fires these new neural pathways in your brain each time. And that continues your healing. If the pain or illness or injury or something is quite serious, it might take a little while, to heal it. Another thing that might make people hesitate is the cost of a QHHT session. But when you realize or experience the great leaps and bounds with which you can move forward in your life, either by healing stuff that's stuck in you emotionally, healing actual physical pain, healing illnesses and sicknesses within one session a lot of times. I mean, it is incredible what can happen. So, you might think, wow, that's expensive, but a practitioner has cleared their whole day for you because it takes so much energy and concentration to work with a client and get through this whole process. We can't do anything else that day. So we're clearing our schedule. The sessions will take minimum 4 hours. That's a really short session. 4, 5, 6, up to 7 hours is typical length. And so when you think about that and chop out an hourly wage and our special training, it's really not that outrageous. So, and think about what you would spend on a doctor visit and then follow-up visits and tests and medications and all that you don't want to be on, I'm sure, and that you probably don't need. You can work through these kind of things in a session and your body can heal itself. It has the power. If you can make yourself sick, you can make yourself well. And I personally have experienced this ever since my session. Like, I've just had beautiful, perfect, balanced health. And, anyone can heal themselves and get back to a healthy, balanced state in your mind and emotions and psyche, as well as your physical body. So I highly recommend a session, whether it's with me or someone else. The cost is worth it. And even though it may give you pause at first, just think about all the considerations I've mentioned, and it's a wonderful luxury that you should spend on yourself and your health. All right, so come and have a session with me. It's gonna take most of the day, but it's very enjoyable. It's really a luxury to kind of just stop, take time for yourself. This is your time for your healing. It's very important for your life, for your path forward. So don't hesitate. Let's do it, because it is cool and you will be blown away. So come and see me when you're in San Miguel de Allende. I hope you contact me for a session. Thanks.